how to respond to people's questions when sharing the gospel. Well, let's look at Jesus' life. He was asked around 180 questions. He answers directly around 3 to 8 of them, and he himself asks around 300 questions. And that tells us that he was a master dialoguer, not a monologuer. And so we, in our sharing, need to be really good question askers and not monologue people to death. And so this tool is called the Conscience Funnel, and it's going to help you have the right perspective when sharing or in a spiritual dialogue with somebody. So at this point, you've already shared probably a piece of your story and the gospel, and this is their, they respond. And for us, they can respond with probably like 1,000+ questions, ranging from debates about manuscripts, other religions, all the way to like aliens and crazy spiritual dialogues. And so what we need to do is we need to use the law rightly in 1 Timothy and Romans 2 and other places, that we need to help people realize that they have a guilty conscience. So we need to funnel them to this truth, help them overcome this like self-deception that they're trying to avoid by poking holes in the biblical narrative. The reason why people are trying to crawl out of here is so that they can continue to do whatever they want to do. If God is real, then that comes to they have to come to terms with this guilty conscience of theirs. And so we need to help push them back down to this truth and do what Jesus did. Let's avoid some of these head-based questions and respond with heart-based questions and say, hey, this is a great question for another time, but I have a greater question to ask you. Is like, do you ever do anything, or have you ever done anything that you don't want anyone else to know in your life, that you only do at night or in the dark? You hide away to do it. Yeah, that whatever came to your mind, it shows that you have guilt on your conscience that you're going to take with you to your death. And so I get it that you're confused about the manuscripts and some of these things, but the evidence is written on your heart that you have to deal with this. And that's why I've flown all the way to you or come to your house to share this good news with you, that there's a way to have a clean conscience due to not your own works, but the work of Jesus on the cross. And so this is going to help you have the right perspective and how to avoid quarrels, funnel people towards having a guilty conscience so that they would repent and believe in the gospel. This is called the conscience funnel.